I'll tell you the biggest reason, the biggest cipher we have that this is the day. Y'all remember back when we were the only channel, the only entity on the earth that told anybody of the double midpoint of 2 total lunars and 2 total solar eclipses was actually also on the same day Sirius the Dog Star rose, August 12th, 2022. The previous and past total solar eclipses. The previous and future total solar eclipses, the previous and future total lunar eclipses. It was 88 days in both directions of the total lunars, which fell on May 16th to November 8th. And the 2 total lunars, that was both in the same year, 2022, obviously. 88 days from August 12th. But the total solar was December 4th, 2021. And the one after the midpoint was this past April 20th. They were 502 days apart. The lunars were 176 days apart. The midpoint was 88 in both directions. The solars were 251 in both directions. Believe it or not, after this total solar eclipse that we just had, 251 days later, 12/27, 2023. I am just telling you. This stuff is, this is Sirius the Dog Star business in their pagan world. Now, from the total solar of 12/4/2021, there's your 7:53 on the clocks of Back to the Future. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Look at the hours. 18072 hours. Did you know that our friend born 10/28, 1973, that's how old she was at the day of the total solar eclipse? Watch this. April 20th. From that 10/28/73. 18071. What was it at that we were looking at? Oh, it's 18072. 18072 hours, and she was 18071 days. So right when you got outside the boundaries of those 2 total lunars, 2 total solars, then she turned that many days old. Okay, but it's still, there's that 753 from Back to the Future. It's 2 years, 23 days, 223 code. So if the clocks keep time, so Back to the Future, the clocks were keeping time, the amount of days from the total solar of 12/4 to the 86ing day, it is the 753. From the flower full moon to the rising day, it's 238. It's 236 to the 86ing day. Again, from the total solar, it's 251 days. 253 if you go to the rising day. Then we have to look at, let's look at the 2 total lunars to the 27th. Maybe one to the rising day. See, like the first total solar would be to the 86ing day, and then the first total lunar would be to the 86ing day, and then the last and the last. Does that make sense? So let's do that like that. Let me get that all prepped for you. Hang on. So from the midpoint, again, to the 86ing day, you get that perfect 502. When I say perfect 502, again, the midpoint, I'm sorry, the two total solars were 502 days apart. So you get that at the 86ing day. When you run the total solar to the 86ing day, again, the 753. The total lunar to the 86ing day, 590. The second total lunar I ran to the rising day, and it's 1 year, 1 month, 21 days for 121 Antichrist. It's 416 days. It would be 1119 on the 86ing day. And the second total solar I ran to the rising day, just for giggles, 253. Again, though, it's that perfect 251, which then 251 before that day. So from this past total solar to the 86ing day would be 251 days. 251 days before that was the midpoint between the two total solars of 2021 and 2023. There was no total solar in 2022, but there were two total lunars. So it's really very fascinating. Let me look at something. Anyway, that's it. More later. Playlist is up.